Welcome to Copaven's Sclerotherapy Training Series. Today we're going to talk about the 22 injection techniques for sclerotherapy, specifically how to select the correct syringe. One of the most common questions that our students have is which syringe is best to do sclerotherapy. Really, there is not a best syringe to do sclerotherapy. It is a personal choice. However, the important element is to have command over the syringe and over 4 elements. These elements are: you must control the speed, the volume, the pressure, and the quantity of the sclerosing agent. Let's review the parts of the syringe. Let's refresh what parts does a syringe have. First of all, it has the barrel of the needle, where it tells you the capacity that the needle has. This is the number of cc's. Then you have the length of the plunger. Then you have the tip of the needle. You have the shaft of the needle, which is the length of the actual needle. You have the plunger, the barrel of the needle, the tip of the needle, the shaft, and the gauge of the needle. This is the thickness that the needle has. These elements constitute the needle. Now, what factors you must consider within those parts? Factor number 1, what is the cut that the needle has? How sharp this cut is? How smooth that cut is? And what is the thickness or gauge of the needle? The other element that you must test and be aware of and understand is what is the pressure that the syringe that you have selected exerts at the tip of the needle. Very important. You need to understand what pressure you are delivering the medication in order to control that pressure. The other element is how big or small is the length of the needle, which will let you operate and insert the needle correctly. The other element is what is the volume of medication that your needle carries. This is the number of cc's that it carries. Then the plunger, very important because a plunger can be longer or shorter and it can fit or not fit in your hand, giving you more or less control. It is important to understand the parts of the syringe that controls the pressure. The first one is what is the volume or size of your syringe. The other one is how big is the tip of your syringe. As you can see here in this graphic, you can have the double arrow in red and the double arrow in yellow. You can see that the double arrow in yellow is smaller than the double arrow in red, and therefore the concentration of the pressure of the plunger will exert over the medication. Then at the end you will have the size of the syringe. Like in this figure, you will have 1, 2, and 3. All this changes the pressure. But the bottom line is that you should understand, feel, and have a sense of what is the pressure that is generated in point number 3. This is the important element. The size of the syringe with respect of your hand is very important. The size of the syringe will determine how much control you have. Now, in summary, what are the elements that you must consider to select a syringe? The speed of delivery, the volume of delivery, the pressure of delivery, and the quantity. Let's see some samples of different therapists using the syringe. As you can see here, it's being controlled with 2 fingers and it's being used like a needle. Controlling the needle with the 2 fingers, the person is moving the small finger and it's not letting the front move. This other one, the person is using 2 hands. If you need more information, please go to www.copaven.com.